Hey, welcome back to another video review for a drawing app. In this video, I will be going over the drawing app Leonardo. It is a drawing and painting app for Windows. But before I get into that, if you haven't already, if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe. If you like this video, hit the subscribe, give me a like, give me a thumbs up or thumbs down, and check out the other videos in my channel. So this is Leonardo. As you can see, it is built to be it's the interface is designed to be like a tablet, right? Which is, again, it's the biggest strength, and I really like this app. Right now I'm in I guess you can call it full screen mode. Let's click this button right here. It will go back to the Windows mode, the Windows mode, but I'm gonna click that again and bring this back to the full screen mode. And let's just go through the interface and the menus. So if we look over to the left side of the screen, as you can see, you see these icons. They're pretty much self-explanatory. Right now, I have the brush tool selected. So I have the brush tool selected, and the menu at the top, you can see line. If you click line, you can see the different you can change different the different line properties. There's normal. Let's take a look at that real quick. Let's change it. So I have normal line. Let's take a look at what that looks like. There's stabilizer, hold still for a line. So as you can see, that's what normal gives you. So next is smooth. So as you can see, it gives you nice smooth lines. Just trying to make it. Let me draw a circle. Let's go back to normal and see. Draw a circle again and see the difference. I think it's a little different. Let's try that again. Yeah, as you can see, the circle is a lot smoother. Let's go down to line. As you can see, there's crosshairs. Brings up the crosshairs. Again, it's real. This app works, at least to me, it works like a tablet app. So right now, as you can see, there's different presets. I mean, this is really nice. Really nice. So that's line. Let's go to ruler. Brings up this little interface where you can actually grab these dots and move those around. And what's really nice, as you can see, it shows you the pixels. That's really cool. So let's make this maybe 500 pixels wide. And as you can see, the line draws right here at these crosshairs. Next up, we have the, let's see if there's anything else in the ruler. No, that's it. Next up, there's the ellipse. Oh. Wait, let's go back to ruler. Let's see. Okay, so there's the ruler again. Yep. Let's click this arrow. Ruler, and I guess you can just dial it in here, which is really nice. The angle, you could put the angle. I'm gonna type 0, 600, and boom, very nice. Clip sides, I'm not sure what that means. Show angle, up. Shows the angle right there. Snap to grid and guides. I'm not going to go through that right now. I think that's pretty much self-explanatory. If there's a grid, this should snap to the grid. Let's go to ellipse. As you can see, it brings up these guides. You click these little gray circles and you can adjust your ellipse. And then just draw. Very nice. There's isometric. I'm not going to, let's try that. Wasn't going to change the color real quick. Yep, as you can see, the isometric is very nice. Like I said, I really like this app. It, again, I keep saying it, but it works like a tablet app. But let's just go get through this. Let's see, perspective. Again, as you can see, it gives you these gray dots, and it gives you as you can see, there's a perspective grid. Let's draw that right there. Oops. And you can adjust that, the perspective. I think I just, oh wow, look at that. Well, oh, there it is. So as you can see, there's your perspective grid. Let's go back to this menu and click this arrow. As you can see, there's 1 point perspective. I'm not going to go through those, but you can see what, as you can basically tell what it does. But there's 1 point, 2 point, and 3 point perspective. Hold still for line. Not really sure how that works yet. Horizontal, you can lock it. And let's pre-line. Not sure what that means. Reset vanishing point. Pre-lock line. Not really sure what that means, but let's keep going. And then we have symmetry. Let's choose normal. Let's go choose smooth. Click symmetry, and let's see. Again, it gives you this interface where you can adjust the mirror. I mean, this is very nice. This is very cool. Very intuitive too, as you can see. Let's delete this layer real quick. I'll get to layers. In a second. Let's see. Okay, so got a little messy there. So anyway, there's the line symmetry. Next is brush, and as you can see, it comes with preset brushes. By default, it looks like it's using ink. Let's use pencil. Marker. Doesn't really work as a marker when you overlay a marker. But anyway, marker, calligraphy, jagged brush. Nice little texture. Rounded brush, what is that? It's a basic round brush. Flat brush. And airbrush. Pretty much your basics. That's all your brushes. So I'm gonna go back to ink, and as you can see to the right of it, there's options. You can control the size and the opacity. There's more parameters here. Use pressure for opacity, use pressure for flow, and use pressure for interior, pressure for size, and so on and so on. Brush stabilizer. Use marker style blending. Let's try that. Let's go back to marker. No, that didn't work. Let's see. But there's again, there's the options. Let's go to ink. So you have size and opacity. Pencil, you have size and opacity, flow, marker. flow, texture, hardness, and so on. The different brushes, they have different options. Over here we have the color wheel. Color wheel, as you can see, there's the value, there's the tints, and there's the shades. Nice color wheel. There's an eraser, eyedropper tool. Let's click this arrow over here. There's a square, RGB, and so on and so on. There's a history. As you can see, very nice. You know, it's built to be on a tablet, even though I'm not using a tablet. I think it even works better on a desktop. Here's your different swatches. Now the monitor that I'm using, it's not a touch screen, but I'm pretty sure if this was a touch screen monitor, it would actually work even a lot better. Let's go back to ink. And over here we have the size and we have the opacity. Those are the options. When you adjust those over here, they update in here. But I believe they just set these here just for ease of use. So let's move on down to the eraser. The eraser is pretty much self-explanatory. There's the line, and you could again use pretty much do the same thing that you can do. You can have the same pretty much. It looks like you can use pretty much the same features with the eraser as you do with the line tool or the brush tool. This one, this is a clear layer. There's this different you can adjust the size and the opacity again. Here, let's see, let's go back. Let me draw a line. Let's move down. Let's see. The eraser. I'm using a digital pen, so if I turn my pen around, as you can see, it automatically senses that and erases. Okay, so next is the smudge tool. As you can see, it just blurs it and smudges. And the options are pretty much self-explanatory. Again, it's the fill tool. Let me create something that I can actually fill. Pretty much your basic fill, as you can see. Let's undo that. Let's see. As you can see, it fills. Eyedropper tool. There's a balloon, cursor, ring. That's the balloon. Magnifier. Just really nice interface design. Very simple, but works. All right, next is the ruler tool. You can have a standard ruler. As you can see right there, shows the angle and the length. And let's see. Choose the ellipse. Pretty much the same thing. Options. Now let's see. Ellipse. Well, we're in the ruler tool. As you can see, there's a snap function or feature. Just gonna go down to move. You can move your object or your layer. What is this? The magic wand? Yeah, the magic wand tool. Click that, and it selects. It fills the color lasso tool. As you can see, it pretty much has the basic tool, the basic or the standard tools that you would expect from a drawing app. Here's the rectangle tool, or what do you call it? Yeah, the rectangle tool. Again, it's just the selection tool or the marquee tool that you find similar in Photoshop. Here's the gradient tool. As you can see, just click. Let's undo that. So let's see, you have linear and then you have radial. Let's go back to linear. And you can choose, seems kind of limited right here, but limited. But let's see, color to transparent, color to erase. There's erase, so it's erasing. I think that's pretty much it. I don't think that you can choose a second color. There's the color and the opacity. Down here next is the export tool, but I'm going to skip that for now. Oops. See normal. And we have a rotate tool. Let me draw something real quick. Let's see. It's the rotate tool. As you can see, it puts a pin in the center of the screen and you can rotate it. Nice thing about this is if you rotate it towards a angle, 90-degree angle, as you can see, right here, as you can see, it says reset. Click reset, it goes to 0. But if you go to a you rotate it close to a 90-degree, what it does, as you can see, it says, let's see, snap, and it's going to snap it to the nearest right angle. So let's see. Which is really nice. So let's see. Let's reset that. And finally, we have the hand tool, so you can just move around. Which is not, it's not actually moving the board, I guess it's moving the view. So next we have on the right side of the screen we have the zoom. You click the zoom. There's presets. As you can see, you can lock the view. Zoom 100%. Presets fit the screen. Flip and let's see, options. Max zoom in, zoom out, latch zoom, snap rotate. So pretty much your standard stuff. Undo, there's undo, redo, again, which is really nice. So you can just come up here and click when you're drawing. You don't have to worry about going into the menus. Select, let's go to view. Here you can choose, you can show your grid. There's the grid. There's the ruler. Let's see. Your ruler, and then there's your channels. The different channels: red channel, green channel, alpha. Let's go back, and that's pretty much everything for view. And finally, we have layers. Let's see. Let's delete these layers. If you want to click, if you want to make another layer, but let's go to background first. This is actually nice. You can change the background. You don't have to worry about creating another layer. You can choose transparent. So what I think happens is even though the background is colored, I guess when you export it or save it, it's I'm guessing that after you export it and save it, the tint won't show. So let's leave that there. Let's uncheck that, and let's create another layer. You can name it. Let's name this line art. And there's different blending modes, a good amount. Multiply, screen, overlay, lighten, dodge. Leo dodge, I'm not really sure what that means. I guess that's the color dodge is the standard, and the Leo dodge is their own special blend, I guess you would call it. So let's go through the menu at the top. We have file, new, save, open as, your standard stuff. Auto save, open most recent. I believe that means that once you have that selected and you open up Leonardo, it's going to open up, the last file that you created, or the last file you were working on. Let's go to edit menu, your basic stuff. Now here's pixel. I don't know why that's in there. There's the move tool, transform tool. That's, let me draw something. Transform, and as you can see, these gray dots come in, and then flip, flop, prop. Not sure what prop means. Oh, proportion. So that's proportional. That's done. Let's grab this move tool. Oh, you know what? This move tool has, I forgot about it. This has different features. Duplicate. So when you move, it duplicates it, which is nice. Let's see. And you can adjust it by hand. Let's go back to the menus. So pixel. This is just, it's like a brush. I'm not really sure why this is there, but I guess if you want to make pixel art, I don't know. But here we go. Let's delete that. Let's go to the eraser tool, erase that. So I think that's pretty much it for edit. Let's go to view, show grid, show channels, pretty much the other stuff. Over here, that menu is over here. Adjust, is your brightness and exposure, hue and saturation, color balance. I'm not going to go through all this stuff here. It's just pretty much self-explanatory. Let me draw something real quick. Adjust, hue and saturation. As you can see, canvas, frame size. So you can adjust your frame size right here to whatever you want. Pixels, units, let's cancel that. Canvas background. It's pretty much the same stuff over here. Infinite canvas, you can turn that on and off, and that's basically what that means, I believe, is you can keep zooming in or zooming out as much as you want, and it won't end, and you can just continue to draw. So let's see if I can do that real quick. That probably didn't work well because I have to adjust the brush size, but you get the point. There's other programs that do that. But let's move on. So that's the canvas. Clear canvas. Okay. There's a select. That's pretty much self-explanatory. Show marquee, invert selection. Paint. That's pretty much it's just the menu version of these icons, as you can see. smaller brush, you can use the brackets. You can darken, lighter the brush, and whatever. Panels, it just shows the different panels. Show line. So here you have a floating, you have this floating menu right here. So export bar. And that's pretty much the panels. Close all panels. Let's go to settings. There's user interface. You can adjust the size. Right now I'm using 150%. So if you open up this program, it's probably going to seem very, it's not going to be as big as mine because I like my interface big. And you can show the side margins. Okay. Okay, window opacity. Huh. Wow, that's very nice. That's very cool. So if you have, as you can see, I have a web page. Oh, crap. I have a web page underneath, and you can change the opacity. That's very cool. Because let's say you have a, let's say you have a drawing or a photograph underneath, or a web page or an image underneath, and you want to trace it. You can actually do that. See, let's try this right here. See, I'm gonna trace this tablet right here, and this pen, this button. That's very cool. Change the opacity right back. Pen mappings, I'm using a pen. There's the auto detect, force pen mode, force mouse mode. So as you can see, there's those settings right there. Pen pressure settings right here. Maximum input, maximum minimum input, maximum output, input firmness. You can adjust those. Multi-touch. Again, I don't have a multi-touch screen, so but this was designed for those Windows tablets. Now I do have a Wacom Intuos or whatever you call that, their drawing pad, and I could not get the I can get the zoom, the pinch zoom to work, but I couldn't get the rotate to work. But anyway, there's as you can see, the multi-touch settings. I'm pretty sure this works well on the this works well on the actual Windows tablet devices, but because I'm not using it, it's not working that well. But anyway, so you have your one finger, you can ignore it, you can have the hand tool, current tool, two fingers, ignore, pinch, zoom, rotate, settings, three finger, tap, undo, pinch, zoom in, out, expose. And that's basically, it'll zoom out if you, with the pinch zoom out for expose. It would actually, when you pinch, it would actually zoom out. You can a little bit. Let's go back to settings. Right side button. Hand tool. And I believe this is for the pen. I could be wrong. But anyway, let's go down. Wheel scroll direction. I believe that's for the mouse. Not gonna go through all of that. That's pretty much self-explanatory. If you're left-handed, there's a mode for that. Let's check that out. Doesn't really do anything. I don't, or at least I don't notice. You can flip that over. Flip tool side. And I think that's pretty much it for settings. Then there's help. You visit the website and shortcuts and updates and stuff like that. So right now, at the time of this video, I'm using the Leonardo beta. and it's 0.16.58, and it's for Windows 64-bit desktop, and I am running Windows 10. So that's pretty much it. As you can see, there's at the very top, there's the trial. I'm using the trial, and right here, if you click that, that will give you the option of going into full screen. If I have this pin selected, so if that's unselected, the interface will disappear. And then if you want it to reappear, you just go to the edges. So that's pretty much it for, there's one last thing I want to go over, but let me do a little drawing first. Again, my overall opinions of this app, I really like this app. I'm not really sure, again, like I said in the beginning, I'm not really sure if it's actually worth $80. That's a lot of money even for this app. I mean, it's cool. I really like it. It's very streamlined. Maybe it's really hard to say, but I really like this app. It's a really nice app. It seems to be designed very. It seems to be designed very, very well. Very intuitive, easy to use. But for $80, even $50, that's kind of pushing it. $80, that's a lot. If the developer actually sees this video, you might want to, I don't know, keep it on sale on purpose for an infinite amount of time, or put a bunch of sales up. But I think $80 it's a good app. I like it, and plus, Autodesk, I believe if I remember correctly, Autodesk, they made their app is actually free. Sketchbook, I believe it is Sketchbook Pro, which I actually subscribed to that. It was a yearly subscription. I actually subscribed to that app years ago because I liked it and it was very cool. I didn't do a lot of drawing. It's kind of a waste of money, but that app, it's free and it has a lot of similar features. It's not as streamlined. It's a very good app. It's not as streamlined as this app seems to be, but that price probably has to come down because you're competing with the big dogs. So if the developer is watching, I would suggest that you drop the price. I would highly suggest you drop the price because $80 is a little too expensive. He or she, I believe it's a guy. He's probably checking, how much people are willing to spend. But anyway, my final verdict. I mean, this is only the beta. It's been in beta for a very long time, which is kind of weird. But my impressions of this this initial beta is it's very good. It's a very good app. And right now I highly recommend it. Or at least take a good look at it. So right before I end this video, I just wanted to, I didn't go over the export app, and that was on purpose. I mean, the export button. So this is the export button, looks like the share button. And you click that, and then I'm going to select a region. Let's adjust that. Okay, so anyway, As you can see up here, you can make your adjustments to the coordinates and the height and width, and then you click you can export it. There's the location, there's Photoshop, the formats that you can export it to: Photoshop, JPEG, TGA, bitmap, and there's the Photoshop again. And we're going to click export, and so that exported to my folder. And I think the nice thing about that is that I can actually bring that into Photoshop, because maybe you know, this is very basic. It's very nice, but it's very basic, and I can, you can do your basic drawing or sketches or concepting in Leonardo and then bring that into Photoshop. There's a earlier drawing I did before the video. Bring that into Photoshop and you have your different layers, and then you can just come in here and actually do your photoshopping. So you can do your initial stages in Photoshop. In Leonardo. That's weird. And then come in Photoshop and do your dirty work. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. Again, this is in this video I went through. I gave you my opinions on the Leonardo drawing app. It's currently right now it's in beta. You can purchase the beta. You can purchase this program in beta right now. It's 50% off. It's available from their website and the Windows Store for $40 or 30. Was it 40? Yeah, for $40. So that's the end of this video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Check out some of my other videos. Again, I don't know, this is crazy. This video's received 11,000 views. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit that subscribe button. Give a thumbs up, thumbs down, and just let me know what other programs out there you would like to see videos on. And that's pretty much it. I will check you guys out later, and God bless.